video for basically anything you want. You can create a training video, you could create just a informational video, you could create, just a how's it going video. You can create a video for anything you want. It's just a matter of what you want. And the first thing I like to do when I get ready to do a video, even if it's doing this type of video that I'm doing here for you, which is actually the introduction to a training video, is I like to sit down and get my mindset in order, and I like to figure out what exactly I'm going to do a training on. That's the biggest part for me, is to get focused and get my mindset in order. So as long as you do a training video, I ask myself, how long should my video be? Will it be a 2-part or a 1-part? And I like to keep in mind that most people, when they're looking at a training video, they like to not go over like 15, 20 minutes. Any longer than that, and people tend to lose their train of thought or their interest. No matter how compelling or how exciting it is, people tend to wander off. So I always try to keep my videos at around, 15 minutes, nothing more. Maybe a little bit more, but not a lot. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're doing any type of training videos. And another thing I like to do is I like to make sure I have all my tools in order that I'm going to use for this training video. I need to have my recording systems ready, and I need to look at what systems I'm actually going to use to get my training off on. And that didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. And it's a question of what you're comfortable with. A lot of times I will use Zoom. I do a lot of videos on Zoom. And you could use iCreate. You could use, your iPhone. You could do it the iMovie. You could do it on Google. There's several different platforms you could do, and there's a lot of software out there for us to use to do different videos. So keep that in mind. Use what is making you comfortable and how you feel comfortable in producing your video on. It doesn't matter what platform you use or what system you use, as long as it's something you're happy with. So I always like to make sure also I set up my lighting and my camera beforehand. Make sure my camera is set up, my lighting is how I need it, and my microphone. Make sure you have a good microphone so people can hear you. Because if people can't hear you and make out what you're saying, then that's really hard for your video to get across to people, especially if you're doing a training video. So, and the lighting, you need to make sure you have a light coming off to shine on you. That's why you see the ring lights. That means the light is shining back on you. There's different kind of lighting you can get for different computers. You can get the little ones for the laptops, which is what I have. And you can get the ring lights for your phone. You put your phone in the middle and the light shines back on you. Whatever you're doing, it shines back on you. And if you're doing it from a desktop, there's different lights you could do that will shine off like on a metal backer behind your desk, and that will reflect back on you too. So whatever you're doing, make sure your lighting works good for your video, because you want your video to get off to a good start, and you want people to be able to get value from your video. And part of that is by hearing and seeing you and know what you're talking about. And if you're doing a screen share, be sure you have all your files in order and loaded up on your computer and ready to screen share. That way you can go in order of what you want. Or if you're doing a PDF, then you have a PDF pulled up and you can highlight that and talk to people about that. If you're doing a PowerPoint, definitely have your PowerPoint brought up and ready to share on your laptop or your desktop, whichever computer you're using at the time. So those are very important tips. That way you don't have to go searching for it as you're doing your training video. So be sure you speak clearly and from the heart. As you're doing your training video, you want people to resonate with what you're saying, and you want people to be in tune. And not just that, you want people to be getting value from what you're saying, because you're doing this training video that you've put your heart and soul into. You want people to see it and feel it and just be able to resonate with what you're doing. If you are in a bad mood or you're grumpy or whatever it is, don't do your training video. Wait until you're in a better mood, until everything's working out good for you. This is just simple little tips there that will help you if you're making a training video. And any type of business that you're doing, either you will be making the training video or you will be outsourcing it like to Fiverr or someplace like that that will make the training video. Or if you're looking to do a training video and you need the assistance and you need the tips and the tricks, definitely message me and I would be more than happy to get you hooked up with that, because we do have different programs here within the group that we can definitely help you with. So giving confidence and reassurance is really important, and I love to be able to give you the confidence and reassurance that I have in you, that you are going to make a great impact on the marketplace by giving your value, your insight, and your knowledge. And I know you can do this because we all share knowledge. It depends on how we do it. Do we share it through a video? Is it an actual video where we can see you? Or is it just an audio? Now, a lot of people you can see on YouTube right now are just doing audio with a picture, maybe a moving, and there is a program for that also. And I don't get anything from any of the companies for saying these, but there's different programs you can use that will do that and it will work. So, but you start your system and you're working on it, be concise, have everything pulled up on your system and ready to go. Then all you have to do is share your screen, click on it, and you'll have your little box up here. And usually it's in the left-hand or right-hand corner. Sorry about that. And you can actually move that box around depending on the platform you use to be able to get your word across and keep people from being sidetracked with what you're doing up in the corner. So, and I love to offer so much to help you and to grow and to be aware of where you're at and what you're doing in the marketplace. So I offer you to look through all the bypass that comes around, and there's just so much happening. And as you bypass and you look at everything else that's out there in the world, and you're going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that. But when I look at this struggle I had and when I started out and the beginning and the things I went through and the money I lost and the amount of money I went through, I want you to be able to bypass all these financial frustrations and irritations that I had by giving you these tips and these simple little strategies that work. And they work so good. If someone would have told me all this when I started out, I wouldn't have wasted so much money and I wouldn't have wasted so much of my valuable time. For me, time is more valuable than anything else because time is one thing I can't get back. Money you can get back. Time you cannot. Once it's gone, it is gone. So look at the video you want to do. Like I said, is it going to be an audio only? It could be an audio only. It could be a video showing a picture, showing you, showing your screen shares. Whatever you choose to do, your video is valuable. And your video is creating value to the marketplace. And what you need to know is you are not alone in this drama, in this world that we are living in right now. You are not alone working on your home business and working on growing yourself and learning the skills that you need to grow the business you need to grow. So I'm going to invite you here today to come over with us Wednesday at, I believe it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to get to see the Accelerator Project in action. Okay? This is going to help you out a lot. It's going to keep your success going. And not just that, it's going to give you some high commissions should you choose to join and should you choose to be a part of this affiliate program and this learning platform and this growing platform. It's all up to you. It's not a sales pitch. It's a free webinar. It's not going to cost you anything. Come on and look at it. Okay? I will talk to you later, and here's to your success and to your training videos. I'd love to see you out there in the marketplace strutting your stuff.